Tell me, how does it feel to watch this film with the audience and getting everyone's feedback and their reactions?
I mean, it's like, it's really great. I live for this part. When I get a role, sometimes my friends and family, they get a little upset with me because I'm not excited. Only because I hadn't done anything yet, right? So I'm like, what's there to be excited for? You know, I mean, yeah, I'm excited about the opportunity, but until I put down some work that I'm going to be proud of, you know, I can't go there yet. You know, so it's times like this that make it all worth it for me. The stuff that you work hard at, and you hope people receive it the way that you hope. And then some things, I get a little choked up because some stuff works better than I thought. You know.
Give us an example. Do you have an example? Where did you see that?
Well, yeah. I mean, and I've gotten a chance to see this about 4 times with different audiences, and the responses are very, the same in different places. So it's real fascinating for me because I'm going, okay, now is this part going to work? Is this part going to work? And then they all have that, have a similarity throughout. And there's parts where I swear to you, I didn't even know was funny until, I thought maybe a little bit of humor, but then everybody laughs at these certain things. Oh, one part, I didn't even know was funny at all, but everybody laughs at it. When I go and fight the guys in the favela, and like, I beat them up and I apologize. I'm like, sorry. Everybody's cracking up. And then this little look that the guy looks down before we leave. And, when I give him the knife back and all that stuff, when I shot that, I didn't think about how funny that actually is. That, I done beat up his friends and I'm like, hey, sorry about that. And I see you don't speak English too much, And so I was like, I looked at it through the audience's eyes. I'm going, oh my God, that's pretty damn funny, but it wasn't intended,
That's fantastic. So
with actual combat veterans and people who are like constantly, I had people who are constantly back and forth to Afghanistan, and luckily, I had like clearance working with people who was like federal and all this different stuff, like stuff that, I don't think they should be telling me. But they knew where my heart was at. I wanted to really, I think I had big shoes to fill because, these are real heroes out there. And they're going through a whole lot coming back from these deployments because it's unlike any other war because anybody can blow them up. They have to be on alert at every moment, so it's hard to come back from that.
Did anything specifically about that disorder? I have family that's suffered that disorder before. Anything personally touched you?
Oh, absolutely. My brother-in-law. My brother-in-law was the most happy-go-lucky person you'd ever want to meet. I didn't think he was capable of a temper. He went away. He came back completely different, and so it's definitely affected my family. That was a few years back, and that was my foray into it. I knew about that, and how deep it was. Like I was saying, I was touching on the fact that they have to be aware of everybody, when they're out there.
I want to talk about another subject that this movie covered that I thought was kind of, wow, you guys went deep with this one, and that's the child prostitution and the offshoring of kids in certain areas. Yeah, was that personal for you as well?
No, I mean I don't have a I didn't have a personal account of connection with that, but I do happen to know how crazy it is in the third world countries. It's so bad because the police force in a lot of third world countries are paid off by the drug dealers and the syndicate forces, the same people who make all this money, they just pay them off, man. It's like, even in India, I saw something, just really bad stuff. They don't even enforce it. And then it gets as bad as people selling their own children. It's really bad.
Yeah, I definitely understand that. So as far as you taking on this role, what's the backstory? How did this happen? Did they just call you? Was this role designed specifically with you in mind?
I believe the writer wrote it with me in mind, and I got a hold of it and Shahar Stroh, and we kind of worked on the script and went and got it shot. It was something I really felt great for. It's something I wanted. I was kind of trying to get to start to do these type of roles in my career, but doing a lot of these character type of roles and these bigger than life characters, just to provide myself, exit for the action world, right, should that come to it. So, right. So I played these roles like Black Dynamite, Spawn. And
I know. I'm a huge Black Dynamite fan, so excuse me for clapping.
Oh well, I don't mind that. But they're extreme characters. But then I get a chance to play a real human being in this character, which is closer to the kind of work I want to do. It's like one of the things I look up to Denzel, because he gets to play close to himself, and I never really got that opportunity. I'm now playing things that are closer to my instrument, so which should be my best work, but so it's a luxury. It's a luxury not to play a demon from hell or yeah.
So let's talk about your martial arts as well, because we saw a lot of that in the film, and your 7 black belts, 8 black belts, and all. This martial arts world that you live in. Why is that so close to you? Why is that so important to you?
Martial arts has been my savior. I got some friends in here know that if I didn't have the martial arts, I probably wouldn't be here right now. I had a positive outlet for, Bridgeport, Connecticut, and Brooklyn, New York. I got my brothers in here. We've been lifelong martial artists, and it's guided our lives. It's not just about the fighting aspects. It's about the discipline and overcoming obstacles. That's really what it's about. Because when to the time you're a white belt, you have to overcome obstacles all the time. And what's doing that is your brain, your heart, your mind. And so with a strong will and strong heart and mind, you can accomplish anything. So that's really, you can clap. But those aspects take me further than any kind of combative anything. It's not about the combat. I don't care if I'm 120 pounds. It's about how the will and that you garner by the sweat that you put down on that floor. And so it's and because of that, I've been able to do these type of things. I'm directing my 3rd feature in November for Sony. It's about it's about just applying yourself. I've been writing, directing, producing, and putting some stuff together that I have the discipline of martial arts to thank for.
Nice. I hear that a lot with martial artists. So we had Layla Ali here yesterday. She did the screening here, and she was wonderful in the film as well. Just a beautiful actress herself. You can give it up for Layla Ali. And she kind of hinted at a sequel or something.
Well, make no mistake. This is, as you can tell by the end of it, this is a franchise.
Right.
As far as I handpicked Layla, this is her first movie for that idea. So if I got to shoulder up with another female, a female that's going to kick ass beside me,
right?
Now, who better than Layla Ali? Personally, I feel there's a certain thing. It's this personal thing that there hasn't been very many really powerful role models of color in stage and screen, and so I think we haven't seen a powerful action black female since Pam Grier, and that's egregious. That's really crazy. and then we got our movies where we're comedians and running for our freedom, or we got those, but I mean, world. One thing, I mean, action is universal, and it's always in season. So, I mean, personally, I feel that we can do a lot more, and we can embrace, our culture, our action translates globally. So, a lot of people try to tell you, oh, these, African American lead action films don't sell globally. That's a complete lie. Yeah, that's a complete lie. So
this is an independent film, and I want to make sure that we in the audience know exactly what to do. We have some marching orders to get the word out and support this film and make it bigger and better so we can see more sequels and we can see more African Americans playing these lead action roles. What can we do to support you and make sure that this film is great?
Well, yeah, put the word out. Put the word out. Hashtag Falcon Rising. I'm at Micheal Jai White on Twitter, and what am I on? On the other one, huh? Official Micheal Jai on the Instagram thing. I'm old school with some stuff. I'm like, yeah, help me.
Take out your flip phone. Take out your flip phone.
Yeah. But yeah, get the word out. I mean, if you've ever complained about a lack of diversity in action movies, you can feel like you can do something about it. Put the word out. And get people in the theater. I love experiencing this with, I feel family, people who like action movies, like martial arts. This is the stuff I grew up on. We grew up on this. And we don't. There's a generation that's not seeing this anymore. I had people like Jim Brown and Fred Williamson to look up to. I said, when I was a kid, I want to look like that. We don't have that anymore. And so I want to do something about that.
Excellent. Excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, Micheal Jai White. Thank you so much for being here with us. One more time, you could definitely check out the movie in this theater. If you want to tell your friends locally, they can come to AMC 25, but also in other cities. There's other AMC theaters that support independent movies, and they show these movies such as Falcon Rising. We also want you to please make sure that you check out your local cable provider. I always get tongue twisted when I say that. Video on demand. You can also catch the movie there and share that with a friend. And please hashtag Falcon Rising. One more time, thank you, Micheal Jai White, for making New York one of our favorite spots. He's a Brooklyn man, but we'll be all right with that. At this time, before you leave, before you strike out, we're going to have Micheal Jai White on the red carpet. If you want to take pictures with him, there's a line that you'll have to form, so please make sure you get in line and take that photo.